catch and fire.
A lot of guys, when they catch it.
Jimmy right to work. Bam catches the air ball. Robinson sends it up. Kaboom! The ball. That's excellent defense by Miami. Nice lead for Duncan Robinson. And Bam, following his teammate, able to get an easy score.
Take advantage of his matchup against Miles Turner. Running the floor, always available.
Third quarter. Robinson, foul, got it! Chance at a 4-point play for Duncan Robinson.
Aggressive coming off the dribble handoff. It's Bam with the screen assist, and Duncan came off firing right there.
Robinson, a deep three, and that's why he's amongst lead.
One go down, you feel like, oh, this is my day. So this was the first one off the Jimmy Butler, just sort of.
Dragic for three. Jay Crowder underneath with a nice board. Robinson again, and he's 2 for 2 from deep.
He's made 3. First one off a feed from Jimmy Butler. Offensive, when he makes them pay for that help, and now you got a shooter cooking a little bit to penetrate the gap. The second one off the curl from the weak side screen.
In the first half of game 2 on the drag screen, Hero, great ball movement. That's the guy that you want shooting at. Duncan Robinson.
It's competitive.
Duncan Robinson inside, got it back. Little pitch and catch. That's a very popular action that the Heat use. A lot of contact underneath. Robinson left open, and that is lethal offense.
Hey, you're a point guard. You love Duncan Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to help your assist total.
Oh, yeah. You got to find him. Shot clock down to 6. Robinson rising up. Man, he is still hot.
For 7 as Robert Horry did. But again, the vast majority is.
Later, but essentially he is ready to play today if his number is called. And starting just like Boy, Duncan Robinson, something special going on here with this guy.
And this is what I mean, as a big fella, and I got to play with some shooters. Peja Stojakovic, he has the license to just let it fly and take bad shots. Not doing that, playing within the offense.
Catch and shoot, Duncan Robinson.
And look at just Robinson's movement. Look how he's keeping space, and then boom. As soon as you turn around and you start watching the defender, the offensive player in the post, look what he does. As soon as he shoots
here during the seeding round, had that 50-point game. So it's not been nearly to that level. Duncan Robinson.
As hard as it normally is, no coach's wives have ever had to go through what Eric's wives and all the other ones have, and especially the ones with small kids.
Since coming down to Florida.
43%. He was under 30% prior to that. There's Robinson.
Lopez is easy and on target, and then Robinson. Duncan Robinson has 283.
Gives Miami a 4-point lead. Butler almost got the steal. Robinson does. He'll take it himself and get the layup. The 2 seed Toronto trails Boston 2-0 in that Eastern semifinal as a 3 drops. Second on Bledsoe. Robinson may have traveled. Doesn't matter. Splashes home a 3-pointer.
Wow.
In the pace. Milwaukee #1 in fast break points. Yes, they are in the regular season. Shot clock at 2. Robinson in the corner. Over as many years in the NBA. Hero. Iguodala. Flat 3 by Williams. Kicks it out. Duncan Robinson 3. Good.
Hero is also in now for Miami.
That's a beautiful pass.
Duncan Robinson with that beautiful shooting.
Domineering disposition that you would expect to see so far.
Duncan Robinson connects another 3-pointer for Robinson. His intentions. Back down Robinson. Quick release on the 3. Adebayo. Rebound inside Robinson.
6 shots in a row. And the offensive rebound and the beautiful pass. The 5 years previous to that, Miami was 8 games over 500 as Robinson hits another 3.
He's in with Bledsoe, Middleton, Hill, and Marvin Williams. Duncan Robinson knocks down the 3 from the right corner. Robinson tries again, hits again.
This one is special. The sprint, the escape dribble, the regather.
We also got to give Dante a lot of credit. He is harassing Duncan Robinson, running him off that 3-point line.
Robinson hits the mid-ranger with a back to the shooter. Robinson got a great look.
Butler with another opportunity. He'll try it twice, and the second one falls.
Well, it took
The Heat. Dragic has been great for Miami, pushing tempo. Robinson finally gets another one to go.
Heat had a rough start to game one as Duncan Robinson knocks down the three-pointer.
Really good.
That's not what you said, though.
I'm not wanting him on the line late in the game, though, I'll tell you.
Duncan Robinson 2 for 2 to start.
Look at his willingness to move, come back, catch, get some separation on the dribble.
First 4 shots from the field. Jimmy Butler, the turnaround, out, in and out. Adebayo, the rebound. Back out Robinson. Robinson again.
That's catch at its best. I was reading before where he felt he was the best shooter in the world. He's in the discussion with
Run here in the first half of game 2. Duncan Robinson again. Robinson now. Pat Riley cares. He cares so much about the product on the floor and the players off it. Duncan Robinson knocks down the three-pointer. That's his 5th three.
Great movement off the ball by Robinson. The ability to run, get separation.
Isolated now on Dragic. Dragic on the drive, pulls back up top. Robinson fires a 3, puts it in. Duncan Robinson.
Don't have anything, and just watch the sprint behind by Robinson. Not many people. You got to find him. You got to use his man to help on the roll.
Duncan Robinson lines it up. That's good. Robinson. Butler the rebound. Duncan Robinson steps into a 3. That's good. Robinson from downtown.
no.
Because you know this was a great comeback.
No, I'm going to sleep after the game. I'm not waiting.
Duncan Robinson for 3.
Duncan Robinson on the baseline drive, drifts to the corner, and just out Dragic. Hero showing his versatility as the primary ball handler.
Duncan Robinson drills another. Robinson.
And I think on that
In the league.
And Coach talked about needing to pressure the basketball more. You see that early switching, keeping bodies on Bam.
Crowder. Butler leading the break. Duncan Robinson gets inside, flips it up off the glass, so the Heat a quick 5-0 lead.
get layups and free throws to some extent to complement him being.
Hayward gets into the paint. Stolen by Robinson. Crowder back to Duncan Robinson. Goes up and lays it up and in. Duncan Robinson.
Need to be revived. Duncan Robinson with a tremendous steal and then fast break. They're Smart or Walker, so totally point guardless.
Duncan Robinson connects. Robinson from downtown.
Offense. Point center, Adebayo comes down. Flare slip type of thing. And such lip.
Just over a minute gone by here in the second. Duncan Robinson again drives. Layup is good. Duncan Robinson. Crowder off the dribble. Tanner doesn't go for that fake. Duncan Robinson corner 3. That's good. Duncan Robinson's 3rd three-pointer of the half.
They put together their team this year. But what about Danny Ainge and the Celtics as Duncan Robinson has fouled in 3 straight series? They played exceptionally well.
Got a lot to be proud of and tremendous stories all throughout that franchise.
Oh, they say going the other way.
Well, again, Robinson's willing to move. Probably a little too much help off of Robinson going. Get an easy one. Good read on that steal and good bucket.
Duncan Robinson wastes no time. Fires away in it. Duncan Robinson, the quick release. Nails the 3-point.
Against Robinson. Gets back and gets a fairly good contest. But that's a lot of space for a great shoot.
Williams up right into Adebayo. Duncan Robinson finds some room, gets off the 3. That's good. Adebayo. Double team out Robinson. Robinson for 3. Bang! Duncan Robinson from downtown.
Duncan Robinson is on the weak side, wide open, on-point pass. Knockdown shooters do what they do. Robinson says thank you.
Finishing. Rajon Rondo. Big plays here in the second quarter, and the lead is up to 17. Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, and again, he's just jumping over the smaller defenders as Robinson.
Butler's got Davis on him down this time. Feed inside to Robinson. Another nice pass.
LeBron James, a great job getting into the seams and making another fine play.
Duncan Robinson hits the three. He also thought there was contact.
With Caruso on him, comes off, they switch, and he's absolutely right. He got fouled. I've seen in the finals, particularly for a guy who's on a team that is really, as Robinson makes a three.
Butler now has Howard guarding him. Robinson sees the runner. Davis went up to contest.
Look how deep Davis is going under all these pick and rolls with Jimmy Butler.
Duncan Robinson gets a good look and knocks down the three.
What a big time shot by the sweet shooting Duncan Robinson.
Pass to Crowder, shot clock winding down. Duncan Robinson hoists up the three-pointer, banks it in! Oh, Duncan Robinson from way downtown!
LeBron James dribbles 7 times in the paint area. He's going to win that battle.
Duncan Robinson from three, and so important. And Butler grabs the rebound, and Davis grabs his right leg. He's limping down the other end. Duncan Robinson lines it up. That's a three. Robinson from downtown. 6 on the shot clock. Jimmy Butler drives, kicks it out. Robinson left wide open, nails the three. Duncan Robinson, his third three-pointer. Tyler Hero, one-handed floater won't go. Butler battling, rebound. Duncan Robinson nails another three. Adebayo. Duncan Robinson again. That's good, and the foul. Duncan Robinson from downtown.
You can't argue that.
Kuzma, the interesting thing during the playoffs, it was the Heat that have had the problem fouling three-pointers. They're #1.
From an NBA championship, what do you say to the guys going into this next tunnel?
Just got to focus on our assignments and playing the game.
Thank you so much, Frank.
On at this pace, and you watch him here, and look at Caruso just give a little ground. That's just
Butler guarded by Morris. Shot clock at 4. Butler drives, stops. Up top, Robinson puts up a three. It's good! James guarding Jimmy Butler as the Lakers have an early 4-point lead. Duncan Robinson, that quick release and knocks down the three.
You should chase over against Duncan Robinson, but he's right there. I actually think that's good defense. If he's going to make...
By 3, Tyler Hero. Nice little fake. Duncan Robinson has some room again. That's 2 three-pointers for Duncan Robinson already from the field. After that fantastic performance in Game 5, got that three-pointer to go, his third three-pointer.